Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. I am here to talk about Bridgerton Season 3, Colin and Penelope on the scene. What has been going on, y'all? It has been 47 months since the last season of Bridgerton came out. That little recap they gave us at the beginning of the episode, that wasn't enough because I don't even know what was going on. I had to go do some thorough research to get in here to find out where we were standing at the beginning of season 3. Let's get in here and talk about season 3 of Bridgerton, child, because you know I likes the mess. Please forgive my background. I don't have my studio set up, and you know I broke my butt. Well, maybe you don't know. I broke my tailbone. I fractured my tailbone. So I'm in the bed. I'm sitting on a donut. Okay, so it's not going to be aesthetic, but it's going to be entertaining. Of course, we're over there with Violet Bridgerton and her 33 children. It is Francesca's turn to make her debut. And baby, all the Bridgerton kids are outside Francesca's door because, girl, it's time. Like, I can't wait to see you with that big ass feather on your head, girl. It's going to look so pretty. I'm so excited. Francesca does not care, okay? Francesca is practical. She is quiet. She is the country mouse and not the city mouse, okay? Francesca don't want to be outside. She want to be in there playing her piano forte, okay? So all the Bridgerton children are there, including Anthony and his... How did she get more gorgeous between them 9 and 7 months that we last saw her? Oh, my God. Anthony and his wife are there. Daphne and the Duke, of course, we don't never see them, child. I don't know what's going on with them. But everybody's there waiting on Francesca. Francesca says, I'm at the piano, okay? I don't want to make no big deal out of it. I got dressed early. Let's go ahead and go. Everybody's there but Colin. Where the hell is Colin at? Colin has been in the global streets, okay? Colin has been here, there, and everywhere. He has been to Spain, Italy, and France. He has been sowing his Viscount oats. Is he not a Viscount? I don't know what is he does. Does he have a title? I guess he's just a rich boy. I don't know. He just sowing his little oats, child, in the streets of Europe. So he is back on the scene and ready to go to his sister's cotillion. Colin pulls up, baby, looking like Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid on The Weekend. Okay, he got his collar pop. Baby, he got a tan. He got his little eyebrow up. You know, I can't do I don't know. Comment down below and let me know if you can raise one eyebrow. I can't, but he was like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? He just was looking like real schmarmy, but like cute with it, okay? So I was like, okay, Kyle, because the last time I saw Colin, he was childish, okay? He was childish. He was chasing after Marina, honey, and he was going to throw it all the way from Marina. Marina was trying to trap his ass, and he was like, that's okay. I'm okay with that. And all the girls in the town, their little underwear is a little down, okay? They very excited about it, baby. They got them fans fanning and the lashes fluttering because Colin has hit the streets. And he looks like he is the most eligible bachelor out here today. The girls go to debut before Queen Charlotte, who I love her so much it makes me angry. She is bored, baby. She don't see nothing sparkling or diamond or incomparable about none of these chaps, including for Francesca. And she is yawning in these people's face. Do you know the devastation that was set into my bones if I was making my debut in front of the queen and my presence made her yawn? Girl, I would just fling myself into the Thames River. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, take me out to the ball game, baby. I'm no more good. I would just be so sad. I would just stay in my room the whole season, child. She didn't yawn in Francesca's face, but she was still yawning, though. Baby was not impressed. You know, after the show, it's the after party. Okay, so they go to the little after party tea garden presentation or whatever, and everybody's there. The Bridgertons are there, and the Featheringtons are there. Now, you know the Bridgerton's colors are like blue. You know what I'm saying? They rep a little pale blue, and it's very nice and pleasing to the eye. Here come the Featheringtons, baby, just stabbing you in your eyeballs with these bright ass colors, baby. Hot pink, just calypso orange, like neon blue, just all of them mix-match on Penelope Poe dress, baby. I just would be so sad if my mama dressed me the way that Penelope mama was dressing her child, and I don't know if I could go. I know it's, you know, olden times and you really can't tell your mama no, but I feel like I might tell my mama no. She probably had to send me to a nunnery, child, because I couldn't wear that. Because older sisters, they got married to Pain and Panic from Hercules, okay? They got married to two dumbass people, girl, and I just, you know, and one of them, I don't know which sister is what, and, you know, I don't know, but one of them's husband they get along. Like, they like seem like they like each other. And then the other sister, I don't know what her name is, child. She don't even want her husband to touch her. And I'm like, well, what? How you gonna get mad when you... All right, so the Featheringtons have hit the scene. Penelope and Colin have not talked. Colin has been writing to Penelope the whole summer. Colin has not gotten a response from her because if you remember them 97 months ago in season 2, she overheard Colin say, I would never court Penelope. Featherington, right? He don't see her like that. He see her, that's my good sis. Now, I feel like I didn't realize, because everything, you know, in 2024, none of the shit that they're going through is a big deal, right? But in, you know, I don't know, 17 something, the stuff that is happening to them is a huge deal, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if Colin and Penelope writing letters to each other is like a big deal. Like, do people know that they do that, or are they just doing it like on a sneak tip? I don't know. But anyway, Colin and Penelope, they kind of, you know, they're not really seeing eye to eye. But Colin is there. He's like, listen, it's boohoo ladies in here. I'm about to flirt with the ladies. I'm about to raise one eyebrow up and I'm about to just look at him and wink my eye and stuff. Because he just, you know, he feeling himself. He came back with a whole new personality, a whole new air about himself. Everything is what it is in the tone, okay? Everybody going to the Modiste. Everybody going to get a drink. Everybody going to a ball, going to a tea, going to get, you know, fabric swatches and stuff. Everything is copacetic, okay? Except for the fact that BFFs on the scene, Penelope and Eloise, they beefing, okay? Because last, you know, them 197 months ago in season 2, Eloise found out that Penelope was Lady Whistledown and was putting all the stuff in Lady Whistledown about her and her family and whatever. Now, you know, Penelope, she had a little mean streak on her. She was writing stuff in there. She could have held her tongue. But if you remember them 227 months ago in season 2, the queen was like about to come for the Bridgertons because she thought, you know, Queen Charlotte thought that Eloise was Lady Whistledown, and Lady Whistledown had to write something sketchy in there about Eloise so that they could throw her off her trail. So Penelope did it to protect Eloise, but then also it's like, damn, you the ops. You know what I'm saying? That's what the kids say. They call them the ops now. I heard, my son told me that. Penelope is the ops, and Eloise knows it, and Eloise has completely given her the cold shoulder, and that was Penelope's only friend. So Penelope is devastated on the street. She just is very sad about it, and I definitely feel bad for my girl Penelope. If you remember them 437 months ago in season 2, the Mondriches, okay, which was that boxer, that's like the partner, he was like a partner of the Duke and Anthony and them. The black man, he got a bar, okay? He got like a little gentleman's club out of the deal, right? So one day in a gentleman's club, some man named, I don't know, something child, come in there and say, hey, your great aunt died and she left everything to your oldest son. He is now the baron of Gentilly or something. I don't know, child. That's my neighborhood. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, so now the Mondriches, you know, they was creeping on the come up the whole time, right? You know, they're now wealthy because this great aunt left them all. I just don't understand why I don't have a great aunt that just didn't kick rocks yet. Like, I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I love all my family, but I'm talking about like a distant, like, fifth cousin that met me one time when I was 3 and I like really smiled at her, and then now she want to leave me like $17 million. Why is this not happening to me as frequently as I would hope it would? I'm not sure, but I'm still holding out hope. You know, great aunt Glodine is going to, you know, leave me some stuff in her will, and then it's going to change my life. And I don't have to, you know, wear my conservative hair to work and, you know, get on a teams meeting talking about the weather and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But here's hoping. Over there by the Featheringtons, you know, all them 933 months ago in season 2, that cousin had stole all their coins, you know what I'm saying? And they was in dire straits, baby. So all of a sudden, here comes this aunt, you know, Petunia or somebody that saves the day, okay? So now they're in good standing with society. You know, the 2 older sisters that married to Pain and Panic from Hercules, they are hanging around just looking stupid. Either one of the sisters has to have a male heir, right? And so, you know, the sisters don't really get down with Penelope like that. And Penelope is like, you know what? Do you know what? I might could stand my mama, okay? I might be able to take that, but I cannot take the wives of Pain and Panic from Hercules. And she says, I'm not going to do that by wearing a bottle of Sunny Delight to each of these balls that I go to, baby. They put Penelope in that dress that looked like exactly like some Sunny Delight. And she said, not, I can't do it no more. I cannot do it again. Okay, so she goes to the modiste. She says, sis, we got coins now. Give me what they got in Paris. Come now. And she like gets a whole new wardrobe. She tells her little hairdresser, you know, lady to do her hair like they do in Paris, because Colin mentioned that he, you know, was in Paris and it was, you know, all the ladies were there. And she's like, well, shit, if Colin like it, I'ma like it. I gotta get a husband. I got to snag somebody. And she does a whole little, you know, I want to be the most popular girl. Okay. Comment down below if you're old enough to remember I want to be the most popular girl, what movie that came from, and like that time, because that was a time, honey. I'm old, okay? I want to be the most popular girl. The montage that went with that song was Chef's Kiss, honey. Baby, Penelope goes to the ball with her new ensembles on and shuts the girls down. Her baby hairs, the little swoopity doops on the side, fantastic wig, okay? Her wigs was wigging in the best wiggity wig. And let me tell you something. Before, they had about this much of fabric between Penelope's boob cartilage part, like the hem of her, the top of her dress, and like the hem that cut off her, like the where her waist was supposed to be. They had her waist and her armpits, okay? And they left about this much room for like her boobs and stuff, and it was making her look wide, and it was making her look frumpy, and it was making her, like, they style her hair like George Washington, baby. And it wasn't giving. It wasn't giving. It was making her matronly. And my good sis is probably 19. They was giving her the George Washington special, and I just was not a fan of that, baby. She went to the modiste and changed all that, baby. Titties was sitting up. You understand what I'm saying? Titties was out to play. The titties had a dance card for themselves. Each titty, okay, had a dance card. Titties was out to play, all right? Had the gloves, had that hair swept, baby. That was Jessica Rabbit's great-great-great-great-grandma. Hell yeah, Penelope. Come in there and show the people what they've been missing, okay? That's a dime that's top of the line. If you are a cousin of mine, if you have followed my page for some time, you have heard me talk about how I don't know how to flirt, okay? Neither does Penelope, okay? Because two gentlemen came over, Lord Bagley and Lord, you know, Brimley or something, I don't know, came over to talk to her. My girl had a small stroke over there. She didn't know what to do. She had told a man that he looked good in his gown, honey. It was just confusing to her brain because nobody had ever come up to her and done that. I don't know what to do with my hands. That's basically what she was talking about. She didn't know what to do. Like, she was like giggling too loud and it just wasn't working. And I really saw myself in Penelope. I don't know what to do when somebody comes up to me. They had a fine ass man in Target yesterday and he was giving me the eye, and I saw him on a frozen food aisle, and then I look up and he was on an oatmeal aisle. But I'm like, sir, you already got oatmeal in your basket. What you over here for? And I feel like he was over there. Like, you know how you know. I knew he was over there for me. And like every time he looked at me, I was like, I didn't know what to do. Penelope ends up meeting Lord Debling. Lord Debling is a very tall, very wealthy, very, you know, outdoorsy kind of guy. Very handsome, and she hit it off. And he was charmed by her. And I said, oh, okay, Lord Deb. I see you, Deb. Okay, now all of a sudden, Cressida Cow Patty come over there with her goddamn feathers and ruffles and bows and shit on her shoulders and stuff, and was messing with Penelope. Now, you know Cressida Cowper, okay, is mean. She's a mean girl. She's very, like, rude and, like, does stuff to antagonize Penelope because Penelope is very passive. One day, Cressida's gonna get a Cressida deck across her face one day because she gonna mess with the wrong one. Cressida messed up the moment, ended up tearing her dress. Penelope left about the thing. She was devastated, right? So Colin sees it, goes and runs after her. And Penelope's like, Colin, don't come over here with your chivalrous attitude. I heard what you said about me, you know, the last time. You said you wouldn't even date me and it was like a joke. So don't come over here now pretending to be my friend. Penelope gets in the carriage, goes home, and puts on her Lady Whistledown wig, okay? She don't actually have a wig, but I would, if I was Lady Whistledown, I would put a wig on, baby, to get me in the mood. I'm going to channel the wig of a messy-ass old lady, okay? She got that quill and that ink and started talking shit about Colin and Lady Whistledown, okay? I was like, oh, all right now. All right, Pen. You know Penelope get mad and she puts some shit in Lady Whistledown. And she be wanting to take it back when Mad Day over with. But when Mad Day comes, she gonna put it in there, lady, whistle down. Colin go over there by Penelope house the next day, and it's like, girl, like, you got to chill. Like, we are really good friends. Like, I know no matter what party we at, you gonna lift my spirits, and you a really great person. You kind and you warm and you funny. And, you know, I'm proud to call you my friend. I'm not the same person that I was last year. I done been in the European streets, okay? I have had my yam in Italian women, French women, Spanish women, and women that I don't even really know where they from because it was probably ladies of the night, okay? And I'm just saying that all that yam pokerification has really opened my eyes to what's really important, okay? And you my real good friend. Now, I also want to say he ain't said nothing about his yam. I'm just saying that's what he was inferring. At least that's what I call it. Later on, Colin finds out that Lady Whistledown talks shit about his little new personality or whatever in the Lady Whistledown paper or whatever. Now, I always am like, everybody is bent out of shape about what Lady Whistledown says, but Lady Whistledown is like the Yahoo News version of mess. It's like she's not the Shade Room. She's not World Star Hip Hop. She's just very, you know, she just be saying stuff. And Colin got pissed. And Colin was like, whoever she is, if I find out who she is, I'm going to ruin her life. And I'm like, sir, you was sitting over there with her titties just like 5 minutes ago. Now, on one of these walks, right, you know, they just got to go promenade and peacock around and let people look at them and shit. Colin and Benedict are talking to Eloise, like, Eloise, what the heck? Like, let's have a come to Jesus. Okay, what's going on? Because the last time we were here, which was 933 months ago in season 2, you was trying to fight the power, baby. You was going to rallies and shit, and you was reading books about existential crises in the 16th century and the justification of, you know, malnourishment of the industrial complex. Like, you was going in. And now all of a sudden you reading Wuthering Heights and shit. I don't even know if that's the right thing. I don't know. You reading books about love and romance and wearing ribbons and stuff, and you hanging out with Cressida Cowper. What is happening? So she has to, you know, be like, I'm broadening my horizons, and, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, she come up with some, you know, bullshit excuse. But everybody's kind of noticing, like, why would you not, like, I get that y'all fall out, but girl, they got 47,000 other people to hang out with. Cressida Cowper is who you're choosing. I mean, I'm also looking at, you know, Eloise a little sideways, because why would you be hanging out with her? She's not a fun time. I don't know. You know, Cressida Cowper, she got some shit that she got going on too, because, you know, she been outside a long time as well, okay? And, you know, she's not gotten any marriage prospects either because she's mean as fuck, okay? Colin and Penelope are gonna do these lessons, right? Colin is gonna help Penelope to, you know, be in society and be normal around people and not, like, have a little conniption every time a man comes to talk to her. I personally he didn't have no rhyme or reason of what he was gonna do. He was like, yeah, girl, you already know how to do it. Just go over there and do it. Fool, she had a stroke the last time she went over there and talked to somebody. Now you just gonna send her out there to do it again? With what information? What have you given her to say, you know, that you're gonna be successful? All he told her to do was bat her eyes and wave her fan. So she go over there to the little men, and she batting her eyes and waving her fan, and she giggling. Girl, she sound just like a rooster or something. And the men were like, baby, are you okay? Do you need a doctor? Like, what is going on? It's not that hot out here for you to be fanning. She was like, to blow her little eyelashes off, child, and it just didn't match, okay? And Colin was like, okay. This is good. This is our baseline. For the next lesson, Colin brings Penelope into the Bridgerton house because she made a comment about how the only time she's really comfortable and feels like she can be herself is at the Bridgerton house, in the drawing room or the card room or the gift wrapping room or something, child. I don't know. She want to go to the Bridgerton house because that's where she feels comfortable. She doesn't feel comfortable in her own home, and who could with her two evil stepsisters and Pain and Panic from Hercules, okay? Colin sneaks her to the house while the sisters are at the Modis, okay? And the rest of the people outside playing cards. They're pretending like they're in, like, at a ball, right? And so Colin's like, this is the mamas talking about, you know, knickknacks and paddywhacks, and this is the band, and here's the lemonade table. So what would you say to a young man who you were, whatever the hell? And Penelope goes into like a little lady whistle down, I'm a writer outside for real trance. And she was like, your eyes are the most wonderful pale of blue, but they gleam more iridescent when you're kind, or something like that. And Colin was like, ooh, shit. Feeling a little tingle in my loins now, Pen. Don't do it to me. He and Penelope, you know, are like having like a little semi moment, right? And as soon as they do that, they hear the voices of the ladies coming back from the Modiques, and Penelope like gets out of there, and Colin says, go hide in the, I don't know, eraser room or something. I don't know. They got 73 rooms in this house, child. So she goes and hides in the room, and in that room is Colin's diary, right? And so she reads it, and Colin is talking about all the fine ass ladies in Paris, and he comes in and catches her, and he's like, well, you read my diary? And she's like, yeah, but I knew I shouldn't have did it. I just did it anyway, and I'm sorry about that. One thing leads to another, and a candle is broken, and he cuts his hand, and she helps him by tying like a little rag around it. And of course, they're looking into each other's eyes and breathing deeply. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't comment about how everybody in Bridgerton has respiratory illness. So comment down below and let me know if you're a respiratory therapist, because these people have deep breathing issues, baby. Are you okay? Baby, the air quality must be trash in London at this time, because Lord have mercy. They're at the 13th ball of the day. Lady Danbury, she has been putting in work for the Bridgertons because that's what she does. So she sets it up so that Queen Charlotte kind of walks in on Francesca playing the pianoforte really, really well in like this back room somewhere. And the queen is like, hell yeah, girl. I love to see a young lady that don't give a damn what nobody think and needs to just enjoy her own stuff. Okay, you can be married and have all these chaps, but you still need to stay true to who you are. And so the queen liked that. And so she kind of gave like a little hint that Francesca would be the diamond, right? And so Lady Danbury, all her little pieces fell into place, and she got what she wanted. So everything is going well at the ball. Everything is, you know, everybody's having a nice little time. The lemonade is sweet. The sweets are sweet. Everybody's sweet, y'all. And people start whispering, you know, and I'm assuming back in the 1700s, people just really just wasn't too big into whispering, because they was like, girl, did you hear? It was like a low speaking voice. They weren't really whispering. And Colin was like, what the hell is going on? And he asked this lady around him, like, what you whispering about? And she was like, why, if you're a bachelor yourself, would you be helping Penelope find a husband? And everybody was just blown away by the fact that he would do this, right? And so Penelope was super embarrassed and ran out, right? And so Eloise sees that rhymes. Eloise sees that Penelope's running away. She puts two and two together and chases after Penelope, and Colin chases after the both of them. And she's like, and then Colin is like, did you tell anybody that I'm gonna help Penelope find a husband? She told Cressida Cowper at the ball. Now Eloise told her that, and Eloise was like, yeah, so you know my brother trying to help Penelope find a wife. Like, she wasn't like indiscreet about it or nothing. She was just like talking, like regular talk. And of course, it made its way around the ballroom, and everybody was talking about it. So that embarrassed poor Penelope. So Colin goes to check on Penelope later that night. And Penelope is like, listen, Colin, I am depressed. I am downtrodden, and I need a favor. I need you to kiss me, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna die, and I'm just gonna be never have been kissed, baby, like the movie, which I love, okay? But also never been kissed. The movie was out of pocket because the man was a teacher, and he thought that was a student, and he was at the club with her. It was very inappropriate. He definitely should have been in jail. But you know, when you young and you watch the stuff and you don't know no better, I was eating it up. I was like, oh, Josie Grossi got a boyfriend, you know, like that. Anyway, off the subject. But Penelope was like, Colin, I need you to kiss me, bro. I already know you don't like me like that, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But if I don't get kissed, I'm just gonna die. Okay. And he kisses her, and at first it's just like a little smooch, right? But then it's like the deep breathing start. The respiratory therapy need to start now. They start like actually making out. So Penelope and Colin have called off the lessons because they were lackluster at best, in my humble opinion. Penelope has been in the house, baby. She hadn't gone to none of these walk around the park sessions, and she hadn't gone to a ball or a tea or crumpet session or none of that. So Eloise comes to the house to check on her. You know, she was hoping that was like a sign that Eloise was ready to, you know, start working on a friendship again. But Eloise, she wasn't. She just wanted to tell Penelope that she wasn't the one that told the news about, you know, told everybody about, you know, her and Colin. You know, got to get back out there. So she goes to the ball of the Enchanted Evening, child. I don't know, some ball. He starts to talk to Lord Debling, and Lord Debling has always made Penelope feel comfortable. She's very comfortable around him. She really enjoys the fact that he doesn't read Lady Whistledown, right? And so, you know, he's hitting it off. Now, over on the other side of the room is Cressida Cow Patty. Now, Cressida Cow Patty, you know, she got that pressure on her neck because her mama said, listen, if you don't toot your ass in the air, you gonna wear this dress next week because your daddy gonna cut us off and he gonna find you a husband, and I don't know what to take. So she got her eyes set on Lord Debling too. Cressida is very inauthentic, and people can read that off of her. She's like, oh, I love the spotted fox in nature with grass in addition to a breeze. Like, you could just tell she don't know what the hell she's talking about. At event number 333, they are going to the park and they're gonna watch a hot air balloon. Like, this man has come to town. I don't know if it's like a circus or like just an expo or something. I don't know, but the man got a hot air balloon, baby, and everybody's pumped. Colin and Penelope have, you know, they can't stay away from each other, so they talking in the cake tent or something. I don't know, child. And she tells Colin that Lord Debling has shown an interest in her, right? And baby, this whole scene was basically Cressida and Penelope fighting back and forth over this man, okay? And Cressida is being a Cressida, and Penelope is trying to do her thing. But Cressida is more confident than Penelope, so Cressida is getting the lion's share of Lord Debling's attention. Quick note on Cressida. Baby, Cressida is giving me hype hair March issue 1993. Baby, Cressida by the hair is a black woman. Do you understand me? Cressida is very white and very blonde and very just white. But baby, her hair is giving me African American by the follicles. You understand what I'm saying? The African American tradition of wearing 17 hairstyles at once. Cressida is giving it to me. She's giving me Black Beauty issue cover girl 1997. Like, I'm like, okay, Cress, I see you. It takes a long time for Cressida to look like that. Now, below the neck though, Cressida's fashions, baby, she reminds me, and I'm about to date myself again. Y'all could just mind y'all business, okay? She reminds me of Red from Fraggle Rock, okay? And I don't, not the person, no, I'm talking about the clothes, okay? Because she was down to Fraggle Rock, bop, bop, okay? Because she got feathers and shit all the time. And I'm talking about, homegirl came with some big ass, like, pinwheels or something on each shoulder. And I was like, girl, what was the reason? They are waiting on the balloon to fly or whatever, and all of a sudden this big ass gust of wind comes and knocks the balloon loose. So all the men that are out there, they come and try to grab the balloon, like the ropes that are tied to the balloon, to make sure it doesn't fly off. Now Penelope is standing there just looking at it happen. I don't know why she did it. I don't know if it was like a ploy on her part to get attention or what. But the balloon was coming about 1.3 miles per hour toward Penelope. And the respiratory therapist needs to go check on her because the deep breathing was in attendance. Okay, she was breathing deeper than she was moving. Okay, because homegirl just sat there and looked at the balloon coming toward her and was like, if you took 4 steps to the right, you'll be out of harm's way. I swear you would. Lord Debling comes in and like swoops next to her, and they got big spoon, little spoon action happening in front of everybody, right? And I'm like, oh, nah, okay. Now I had a nun in New Orleans that told me if I wore ankle socks, I was gonna get pregnant. So if he swoop up next to her like that with the big spoon, little spoon, she was having quadruplets. At the 57th ball of the evening, they are there. Cressida comes in the biggest sleeves I have seen in all my days. She could have taken one sleeve to make a hat with, or maybe like a queen size comforter or like a duvet cover if she used both. Them sleeves was big as hell for no reason. Now, one more storyline I forgot to tell you about, okay? Lady Danbury was at her house smoking a little cigarette one night, relaxing, and her little, you know, servant come in with a letter and told her that somebody coming. Turns out Lady Danbury has a damn brother. I said, oh, okay, let's get a little family tree. Because we saw, you know, Lady Danbury when she was married to that fucking ghoul back in the day. Lord Danbury, god damn. I will never forgive the makeup and special effects people for doing that to that man's face. Because I swear to God, when I saw that man, Lord Danbury last season, I mean, not last season, in Queen Charlotte, Baby, that man actually scared me. It's like all the bad decisions and ill will that people had back in that time just went on that man's face. And I just was so sad for Lady Danbury that she had to look in that man's face while he was on top of her hunching. Ugh. The damn brother looked like he was flirting with Violet Bridgerton. Okay, Violet Bridgerton said the shop has been closed. There's cobwebs down there. But goddamn it, your bald head and your straight teeth is doing something strange to me. And I don't want to cross the boundary because, Lady Danbury, my girl. But I might have to put my vagina on the damn brother, okay? Now, baby Francesca, okay, her senses are overwhelmed. It's too much goddamn talking. These men are coming up to Francesca and it's like, so what do you like to do? It's like they wanted her to give them like a quick resume. It was like a job interview. And Francesca, she ain't fall like all that talking. So Francesca had stepped outside into the little courtyard. This man comes out there and stands like 4 feet away from her and just don't say shit to her. Like he just stand next to her. Like, I'm so sorry, I'm just out here getting a little quiet. And the man was like, shit, me too. It's too much goddamn talking in there. Let's enjoy the quiet together. Yeah, yep, exactly. Francesca want to shut the hell up. She got 47 brothers and sisters, and they always talking. She the middle child. She like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So them the ones that be like, if I say something, ain't nobody gonna fucking listen because the older ones is putting their titties out, and the younger ones, they, childish and shit, and everybody paying attention to everybody else. I'm the middle one. I'm quiet. I don't really want all that fuss no way. So, that's what she's looking for. Penelope and Lord Devlin are talking, and Penelope is like, you know what, sir? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've been lying to you. I'm so sorry. I don't give a shit about no goddamn fowls and foxes and antelope and bull, and I don't really care. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just not, I'm not like thinking about it before I go to bed at night, is what I'm saying. Lord Devlin is like, that's great, because I don't want to court somebody that's just like me. I'm trying to get a little spice in my life, a little variety. I think that's great that you don't like that all together, because what else I'm gonna talk about? If I'm talking about animals and shit all the time, I got to talk about other stuff, right? And so he's very impressed by that. And he likes the fact that Penelope kind of came clean. And he basically says, listen, if somebody were to propose to you, what do you think you would say? Like, how you think you would feel about it? Like, just kind of broaching the subject of that with her. Now, whole time, Colin is looking at this happen across the way, and he's talking to his mama about, like, how you know that somebody's the one, because after they've kissed, right, Colin can't get it together. He been thinking about her. He done had a dream about their first kiss, and it was very, like, Cinemax vibes. Goes up to Penelope, is like, I need to ask you a question, and they, like, really close to each other, right, and they, like, it's like a little tension, okay, and the breathing is heavy. So when the breathing is heavy, there's something about to occur, okay? But before he can ask her what happened, Lord Devlin comes up and asks her to dance. This is the part of the show where I'm starting to feel conflicted, and y'all gonna have to tell me what y'all were feeling at this point in the show, because it seemed like Colin was like, she has all the right qualities. I just never saw her like that, and now I see her like that. And I probably need some more time to kind of sit with it. But then when Lord Devlin was sniffing around Penelope and, kind of looking like he was getting ready to propose to her, Colin ain't like that shit. And he was like, I need to hurry up and do something about it. If Lord Devlin wasn't on the scene, would he have continued to stick his royal yam in thine royal vagina all over the time? Comment down below and let me know what you thought, because I'm conflicted and I feel like Colin's just a man. You know what I'm saying? He's not that bright, because he was chasing Marina all around the city, even though after she was trying to trap him into a loveless marriage with 2 children that wasn't his, he was like, it wasn't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But now let me know. Francesca has been, very, very popular, and Lord Kilmartin, that's his name, Lord Kilmartin, that was standing 4 feet away from her, not saying nothing. He comes and calls on her the day that Lord Samazani, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, comes to call on her too. And so when he goes to call on her, he literally sits next to her on the sofa and don't say shit. And Francesca's like, oh, she's very excited about it, okay? Later on, Francesca and her mama walking down the way, and she sees Lord Kilmartin, right? And they have like a band playing, and she's trying to make small talk with him. But she can't concentrate because the band is playing this song, and she's like, these motherfuckers don't even know music, because the song is 3/4 of an inch higher on the H octave than it need to be. And they playing it wrong. Like it's too much. And so Laura Kilmartin just says, excuse me, I'm gonna talk to you later. And he just leaves her. And Francesca's like, well, goddamn. Prior to ball number 437, Colin doesn't want to go. Okay, Colin is sick to his stomach, baby. He can't even stand it. His mama said, listen, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna get in your business, but you always worried about everybody else. I'm gonna recommend that you take care of yourself and do what makes you happy. And, you know, I know that you don't want to go to this ball, but I heard Penelope is getting proposed to tonight. And, you know, I just thought you might want to know. Now, at ball number 437 of the day, okay, this is when Queen Charlotte gives us her most preposterously fabulous, how the hell would that even happen in 1773 wig with moving mechanical swans in it, honey. Nobody cares. I just love that for her. She's moving her little matchmaking pieces behind the scenes. Now, Cressida and Eloise are kicking it on the sidelines because Cressida sees that she lost the battle to Penelope, and she heard that, you know, Lord Devlin gonna propose to Penelope. And I start to say to myself, I said, look like y'all got a little flirtation station happening. I don't know. They was just giving me will they, won't they vibes. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know if I'm just a creep and be wanting everybody to sleep with each other all the time and it don't really matter who it is. I just, you know, I'm not mad. I could kind of see it too. But Francesca, she sees Lord Kilmartin, who has gone and rewritten the music that she heard the last time they spoke to each other on the street, where he just took off running the way that she would want to hear it, and gave her the sheet music. Baby, when I tell you Francesca, that was it. That was it for her. That's all she want in this life of sin. Shut the hell up and pay attention to me. Okay, but also don't talk to me. You might be able to kill Martin them draws later on in season 4. Back over there with Penelope and Lord Devlin. He's talking to her and, you know, kind of saying, you know, I'm about to do this thing with you, girl. I just want to give you a heads up, like on the cool, you know, on the sneak tip. Child, they in the middle of this whole dance, you know, about, you know, it's a very, you know, them dances be intricate, child. You got to do an 8 count before you even start the dance. And then Colin pulls up and is like, hey, can I talk to her right quick? And I was like, what? It's the queen is watching. You don't see her up there? She got rotating motorized swans in her head. Like, I know you know she up there looking at you. So everybody's like, oh my God, I cannot believe that he did that. And Penelope is like, well, what the hell? Like, she didn't know what to do. She was heavy breathing. Respiratory therapists, get on the front line. We need you. Colin hit her with, you can't marry him. And Penelope is like, the hell I can't. It's like, you don't know him. He gonna be gone for 3 years. It's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sir, I asked for your help. I ain't ask you to be all in my business now. Go ahead and get up out my business. Like, you gonna mess this up for me and I'm gonna be pissed. So he's very upset that she's even considering marrying him, right? So now whole time, Cressida Cow Patty and Lord Devlin finished, you know, they dancing, right? She rolled up on him and finished the dance or whatever. You know, they the oldest of friends. You know, they do seem to be upset. I wonder what's going on over there. Like, she know what the deal is and she know what she's doing. And it clicks to Lord Devlin that's why Penelope sits in that window, because it looks across the way to Colin's house. And he's like, girl, you know you love that boy. Like, it's too messy. I'm gonna be gone. I ain't got time. Best of luck to your future endeavors. Child, so Penelope is devastated and she just, you know, wasted a whole ass outfit. So she get in her carriage and she pulling off and Colin runs behind the carriage, makes the carriage stop and is like, I need to talk to you, right? And so Penelope is like, I don't want to talk. So, you know, of course she lets him in. They live across the way. So she's like, drop Colin ass off first. So Colin gets in. And baby, it starts to go down. So Colin says, well, did he propose? And then Penelope was like, no, he didn't. She was upset. Okay, rightfully so. Colin was like, well, what if I did have feelings for you? And Penelope was like, boy, stop fucking playing with me. You in my carriage. First of all, don't play in my face like that. You know good and goddamn well you don't have no feelings for me. So Colin says that he has not been able to stop thinking about Penelope since their kiss. He has been trying to do all the things that his parents and everybody wants him to do and who everybody wants him to be, but he can't stop thinking about her. And Penelope is like, but we friends though. And then Colin was like, yeah, you right. And she was like, but listen, fuck all that. I'm trying to be more than friends. You heard me? And so they start making out in the back of the car, in the car. They start making out in the back of the carriage. And I was like, hell yeah, Penelope. Then they had a little part and I was very excited about it because he was like, he had her hand like going, he had his hand going up her dress. And then she looked at him and he looked at her, and she gave consent. And I was like, yeah, yep, yeah. Let's double check. Colin got that consent and proceeded to finger bang the shit out of Penelope on the back of that wagon. Okay, that wagon was going from left to right like they was on a Drake passage in the cruise, baby. Like I've been looking at, you know, the cruise, people that's been on the cruise for 9 months and stuff. I've been learning about the Drake passage and stuff. Baby, finger bang and get out, okay? I was like, oh, that's a 0 to 60 on your ass. How you just went, it was great. That was great. I was like, okay, Pen, you done experienced some things. You done had a wild ass couple of weeks, huh, Pen? Because I was like, okay, well, how he got up in there so quick? Because I thought, you know, you got to have 42 petticoats on and a stocking layer and a knit layer and a whalebone layer. And like, how he got up in there that quick? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he know a little razzle-dazzle quick way to get in there since he been hoeing all around Europe. I don't know. I was like, they look like they was enjoying themselves. Eyes open. Okay, they was looking at each other directly in the pew. She want to savor the flavor. She want to enjoy all the moments. She want to take it all in. And I'm not mad at it, okay? Because anybody look at Penelope for 4 whole seasons, 3 whole seasons, 3 seasons, 2 or 3 whole seasons. Homeboy going in and Penelope is getting it in, all right? And they pull up at the house and they like, oh shit, we forgot that we wasn't, you know, that we was with people. Okay, the carriage driver was probably like, okay now, all right now. And Colin got this look on his face and he looking at Penelope and he puts her, you know, gets her straight, make sure she got all her little clothes back on and stuff, make sure her hair is nice and she don't look, you know, frazzled or whatever. They pull up at Colin's house and Colin, you know, looks at Penelope and he gets out the car and Penelope is like what's going on? Colin puts his hand out like, come on, let's go inside. And Penelope's like, I'm not going in there. Your people gonna see me. I thought they was all at the party, but what do I know? Anyway, Penelope Featherington, are you gonna marry me or not? And I was like, bitch, who you talking to? That's your proposal? You finger bang her and then say, are you gonna marry me or not? Is this like a shut up proposal? Like, what's going on? I don't like it. And then why all of a sudden, I don't know. Just something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. And then that's where the episode ends. Now, because Netflix, come to the front of the congregation with your raggedy ass, okay? First of all, you raising the prices on me. All right, the content be lackluster AF. Then when you know something coming out that you know I'm gonna want to watch, then you gonna split the seasons up? You bastard. Show the season 2 came out in 1993, okay? And it's 2024 and you giving me, you're breaking up the seasons? If you don't release them episodes and don't make me, why I got time for that? I don't have time for that. It's my decision how fast I want to blow through these episodes. It's my business. I want to see whether or not he washed his hands when he went into the house. He got Penelope vagina on his fingers, and what is he gonna go do? Like, is he gonna go hug his mama? Like, with them hands? Like, what's going on? And then, you gonna make me wait till June to let Colin find out that he about to marry the ops? Because remember, that's what the kids call it, the ops. He marrying the enemy? You gonna make me wait till June? I don't like that, bro. You gonna make me wait extra weeks when I done waited 73 months. Don't play with me like that. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to just get it off my chest because how dare they? But anyway, that's where it ends, y'all. That's where the first half of season 3 ends. We got a lot to discuss because are Penelope and Colin really going to get engaged? Is Eloise going to keep the secret? Is Eloise going to knock boots with Cressida? Okay. What's going to happen with Francesca and this black man? Is Lady Danbury, brother Danbury, going to knock boots with Violet, knock them cobwebs loose? What's going on with that? I'm not going to go into my theories because I really don't have none. I just want to know, what is he going to do with all that vagina juice on his hands? And then for the Featherington girls, which one of them is going to have Pain and Panic baby first to get the estate? And what if neither one of them gets it and Penelope get pregnant first and then the estate is actually hers and then she get to put her evil stepsisters and Pain and Panic on the doorstep? And her mama raggedy. Penelope mama raggedy. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. That girl don't give a shit about Penelope. She has never once been concerned about Penelope's well-being. It's all about the money. It's all about the dresses, the standing, the balls, the impressions, and all of that jazz. Fuck Lady Featherington. She can go ahead and kick rocks, okay? And then I want to know what's going on with Benedict and Mrs. Robinson, okay? Because she had put it on him. And I was like, hell yeah, I love to see it. But where we going to go with this? Because you can't... You know, is Benedict gonna marry this lady? Like I don't even know. I don't know, but I like it though. I would like to see them have sex a couple more times before they get rid of her. You know, I'm a creep, so I like to see stuff like that. But I'm just saying, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. You're gonna make me wait till June. Okay. I'm gonna relax. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of the season, the first part of this season, child. And we're going to have a good time in these comments, child, because I know y'all have a lot to say. And y'all know I got a lot to say. So I appreciate y'all watching. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye.